They're microscopic, they're invisible, and they are everywhere. I'm talking about germs. Germs are bacteria or viruses that may cause us to become ill. They linger on desks, sinks, food, and many other objects our hands touch every day. Most bacteria are spread by our hands. What have your hands touched today? First stop, school. Have you sharpened your pencil with our classroom pencil sharpener? The shared pencil sharpener is the dirtiest thing in the classroom. I think I'll stick with mechanical pencils for now. The computer keyboard and mouse can have more germs than a toilet. Scientists in Michigan study germs in schools with a germ meter. A score of 300 means an item has a large amount of microorganisms. This study found bacteria and mold counts on a school water fountain were 1,000 times higher than on the toilet. But the highest reading came from something many of us use at recess, the basketball. This had a germ score of 13,987. Basketballs are more likely to have a lot of germs because its surface is ridged, many hands touch it, and is not routinely cleaned. Also, on the playground, the monkey bars have a lot of germs from both hand contact and because birds and animals may perch on them. In the lunchroom, the worst thing is not the food trays, counters, or tables. It is the last thing we all touch before we eat, the lunch keypad. This had a germ score of over 13,000. If a child is ill, he could easily infect the keypad by touching, coughing, or sneezing on it. If you're in line behind this person, you could be infected. It is surprising to know the toilet seat in the study had the lowest score of the day. Even the wooden desk had higher counts of bacteria because its surface has nooks and crannies where organisms can hide. We should also be careful where we put our backpacks and purses. Often, our bags are placed on the floors of school, public restrooms, and restaurant, floorboards of cars and buses, and the fold-out seat of shopping carts where dirty diaper babies sit. Testing on handbags have shown most have tens of thousands of bacteria on the bottom, and a few were overrun with millions. Many are carrying a serious bacteria, such as E. coli. E. coli is a form of bacteria found in human feces and raw meat. It can cause serious illness and can be life-threatening. This is scary, knowing that my backpack and my mother's purse often end up on our kitchen table and counter. Next, let's look at our home. Germs are most frequently found on household surfaces, like the kitchen sink, kitchen sponge, refrigerator, doorknobs, and garbage cans. What about the kitchen floor? Any number of nasty things get transferred to our floors by way of falling there, being sprayed there, floating down through the air, and of course, tracked in by our shoes. So, what about the 5-second rule? If you drop your cookie on the floor, is it okay to eat it if you pick it up in 5 seconds? This 5-second rule is false. A high school student in Chicago tested this myth by dropping gummy bears and fudge-type cookies on a tile floor contaminated with bacteria. Both foods had bacterial contamination before 5 seconds. Mythbusters, a show on Discovery Channel, also disproved this myth. Their test showed food dropped on the floor was contaminated in only 2 seconds. It also showed moist food, like meat or cheese, would pick up more bacteria than a dry item, like M&Ms when dropped on the floor. Avoiding germs is nearly impossible. However, being aware where germs are lurking can help us reduce our risk. Most importantly, wash your hands with soap and warm water for 20 seconds. This is about the same time it takes to sing the happy birthday song twice. Hand sanitizer does work and should be used when soap and water are not available. Always cover your mouth or nose when coughing or sneezing. It is best to cough or sneeze into a tissue, throw it away, and wash your hands. Get lots of rest, eat healthy, and keep your germs to yourself.